Alright, so we're gonna do this flashback segment. And, obviously, we've got Setsuna here. Denbu? I've lost my spot, though. Yeah, I think the last line was, "The season of White Album arrives once again." And then we got to see the intro. And now we're at this scene, which is scene 2 for the common route. So, one of the things that makes this a little difficult, there's a common route. I'm just reading a few things. So I think she says, "You're changing departments?" What? After all, why? I see, you want to be a publisher, huh? Oh. I had no idea. I don't think so. I think literature will suit you well. After all, Haruki-kun, you're very good at writing. Is that so? Oh. You've already thought it through. I'm no match for you after all. Me? Oh, no, not yet. Even though there's only 2 years left, I still can't think of anything for my future yet. I see. You're planning to transfer to the literature department? We'll still see each other, right? Well, of course we will. Even if we're in different buildings, we're still on the same campus. If we want to meet up, we can see each other every day. Hey, can I still keep calling you from now on? Oh. Well, if you're that busy, you don't have to force yourself. You're working hard every day. Huh, Haruki-kun? How many part-time jobs are you working now? Huh? That many? Oh, I see. It must be hard on you. Please take care of yourself. You're okay, right? I don't mean anything specific by that. I'm just wondering. What am I saying? I didn't wake up because of the dream. I woke up naturally. It's just that it's barely been 30 minutes since I went to sleep. And somehow, I'm sweating so much, it's enough to make me feel sick. As I turn on the lights, my eyes, initially flinching from their radiance, slowly adapt to the brightness. So his eyes slowly adapt to the brightness. I shake my head slowly, wanting reality to settle into my brain, yet that familiar memory keeps forcibly recurring in my mind. Well, it's just Haruki's thoughts. I'll turn this up. I must return to the present as soon as possible. After forcing off the wet t-shirt that had stuck to my skin, I rush into the bathroom and immediately turn on the shower tap. Not caring if it's the cold water in the beginning or the warm water after it reaches the set temp, I simply and thoroughly soak my head. Each time I receive those intense sensations through my skin, I pray that they wake up my body while numbing the thoughts emerging in my mind right now. Oh, I should have... Whatever. Oh, I get another chance here. So, as you can see, there's his shower. Those thoughts being recollections from 3 years ago. Thoughts I'd initially tightly locked in a drawer somewhere. Within my memories. My encounter with Setsuna. My encounter with Setsuna's singing. And my encounter with the true self of a certain girl named Ogiso Setsuna after revealing her disguise all 3 years ago. We performed on a stage together. We did stupid things. And we laughed together. The irreplaceable past that the three of us share, dating back 3 years ago. Oh. Although there were a couple of twists and turns, we managed to understand each other. As our words, our passions, and our lips drew closer to each other. And that all happened 3 years ago. Oh. And then... Setsuna changed. Her bashful and mischievous smile from 3 years ago has disappeared, and a tearful smile, born from her 3 years of enduring, giving up, and pushing herself to the edge, is painted in its place. And yet, she's becoming more and more beautiful, almost infuriatingly so. Setsuna, who was already pretty sweet and charming during high school, has now become even more of an astounding beauty. Even more so than 3 years ago, even more so than 1 year ago, even more so than just earlier this year. Since that time, well, she's almost never revealed her true self. She still remains as much of a striking existence as ever to those around her. Everyone was captivated by Setsuna. Her gorgeous figure was etched into everyone's mind. And yet Setsuna never even had eyes for any other man. She continued to force herself to smile for me. I felt as if she could see straight through my heart with her lonesome smile. Even so, her smile never faded. She remained by my side the entire time. Poor guy. She desperately tried to stay by my side, by the side of the man who destroyed everything, and wounded Setsuna more deeply than anyone ever possibly could. Blah blah blah. Not once had she refused to leave my side. I can't. No matter how hard I try, my heart can't come back to the present. I hadn't seen Setsuna in a month. In the past week, I've steadily tried to exert my brain completely, working myself to exhaustion so that I wouldn't have time to think about it. And yet, in the end, all it took was another glimpse of Setsuna's miserable smile for all of my efforts to go to waste, and I've been pulled back into the present. Into the past. Sorry. I've been pulled back into the past. Oh, Setsuna. When will you start hating me? Never? How deeply must you hurt yourself in order to forgive me and finally give up on me? Like, I don't know. It's very difficult. Like, how can they get back together? Like, I mean, obviously it's a visual novel and there's probably an ending where they're together. But, like, I don't know. I don't think it would be a healthy relationship at this point. But it's not healthy with them separated either, but I don't know. November 26th. So, yeah, there's a month till Christmas.
今週になってこの曲流し始めてから予想通りたくさんの反響をいただきました。理工学部のゆうちゃんさん。届かない恋初めて聞いたけど一瞬でハマりました。切ない詩と優しい旋律と透き通った声が混ざり合って寂しいけど温かい、なんとも言えない気持ちになります。ところでこの曲 CD 化とかの予定はないんでしょうか。大学生協限定とかでもいいんだけど、この時期ここでしか聴けないというのはもったいないです。なんとかなりませんか。実は結構前からそういう要望あるんですよ。けれど前に一度関係者に掛け合ったんだけどきっぱりと断られちゃったんですよね。その時当時の軽音楽同好会部長さんからこんなコメントをいただいてます。届かない恋は当時のメンバーが自分たちのためだけに作り上げたごく個人的な曲です。なのでこれ以上手を加えたり広めたりする予定はないし、そこまでの価値があるとも思っていません。そういう声があることはとても嬉しいですが、この先も北条 FM 以外でこの曲が流れることはありません。何よりあの時のメンバーが揃うことはもう二度とないだろうから。
Okay, I can actually give you these lines. So this is something I didn't realize. The translation notes at the top have the voiced-only lines, so I can actually give you these now. Maybe I'll give you the earlier ones, too, while I'm here. Before we get into this, the song playing in the background is called Unreachable Love. It's the title song for White Album intro chapter. If you listen to the lyrics, the lyrics are up there online. I don't know if I'll put a link to them. But if you listen to the lyrics, it sounds like they're Haruki's feelings for a certain girl. You know, he's saying that he wants his feelings to be, like, mirrored back to him, but he doesn't know how he can make that happen, so he's just gonna keep his thoughts locked up inside until he knows. Unfortunately, for him, he didn't know that Toma actually had feelings for him as well, and so she would have mirrored his feelings back to her. Anyways, that's that song. You can actually hear a version with Kazuza singing it. I don't know if that's the title, like the opening track. It's definitely not Setsuna in the opening track, if I remember. But yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be Toma. But there is a version with Toma online. Anyways, so the radio host, they said, "We've been playing this song since the start of the week. So we've gotten some nice feedback in just as we thought we would. Here's one from Yukon-san, from the Department of Science and Engineering. It's the first time I've ever heard Toda Kanai Koi, which means unreachable love. But I instantly fell in love with the song. The heart-rending lyrics, gentle melody, and crystal clear vocals form a wonderful harmony. It's so lonesome, but so warm at the same time. I just can't put the feelings into words. By the way, would it be possible to get the song on a CD or something? It being exclusive to our school and faculty is nice and all, but it's such a shame that we can only hear it on the program during this season. Could you do something about it? Well, to tell you the truth, this is far from the first time we've gotten this request from you guys. We tried getting in touch with the responsible people once, but we were completely rejected. Here's what the former Light Music Club's president had to say on this issue at the time. Unreachable Love is a... Oh, I think this is going to be, what's-his-face. Unreachable Love is a very personal, emotional song created by and for the members of the former Light Music Club alone. Thus, we have no plans to modify or publicize the song, nor do we see any merit in doing so. I'm happy that it's getting such nice feedback, but there's really no point in playing it anywhere other than Hooju FM. And besides, I'm sure that there's no way the members we had back then will ever assemble again. So that's obviously what's-his-face, I think. Now let's go back. I want to see what the other lines that we couldn't read were. So this is from the previous scene, which starts all the way at the beginning of this chapter. Closing chapter. Translation notes. Let's see what they have to say. Well then, to wrap things up, do you have any announcements left to share with us? Tomo. I do. In fact, I'll have a gravure set released next month and a special issue of Prime Pose. The shooting is starting tomorrow. Wow, you're making a debut already? That's amazing. Congratulations. It'll be going on sale on December 11th, so everyone please look forward to it and buy yourself a copy. All right. Thank you very much. Our guest today was our very own second-year student, dazzling Miss Hooju University, Yanagihira Tomo-san. Was Tomo the girl that used to be in Haruki's band? I kind of want to see her again. I'd like her to be a potential love interest in the second half, but that probably won't happen. Haruki probably hates her guts, but whatever. So yeah, it'll be going on sale on December 11th, so everyone please look forward to it and buy a copy yourselves. So maybe we'll hear something more of that on December 11th. Alright then, thank you very much. Our guest today was our very own second-year student, the dazzling Miss Hooju University, Yanagihira Tomo-san. And then Tomo says, Thank you very much for having me. The host says, Next up, let's continue with a music number. Right, when we started to really feel the chill of winter, the request for this song came pouring in. It's an ephemeral song that was only performed once during the Miss Hooju High School Festival 3 years ago, held at the same time as our university's festival. The following year, we downloaded the recording of the performance that had remained on the server, and when we played it here, it was met with great responses. Ever since then, we are getting swamped with the requests for this song every winter. Although it's now the third winter since then, the song's popularity hasn't diminished one bit, and it has solidified its position as the theme song of winter here on the Hooju campus. And of course, it'll be a regular part of our station's programming this year as well. So please look forward to it. Here's Todo Kanai Koi by the Light Music Club of Hooju High. So yeah, that was all the lines from her. I'm going to try to go back once more because if you remember, there were some lines I couldn't get in Intro Chapter's final section. Those might be in the translator note. Nope. Nope. No translation notes. So Setsun his lines, they didn't even bother with them. I mean, they're on the screen. You could have done something with them. But nope. So, let's move on. We're on line 65. So I'll probably save and then just restart this up. See ya.